If you want to use video to grow your business, there are 3 things that you can do right now. Number 1, turn on your camera and ramble and just say anything that comes to your mind. Number 2, while you are recording the video, don't have a plan. In fact, whatever it is you want to say, if you like today, talk about anything that does not even have anything to do with your business, just keep doing that. And number 3, after creating the video, keep it on your device. Don't even publish it. You will have a lot of clients. You have a lot of leads. You generate a lot of revenues with the videos hanging on your phone. Well, that is not what you want to do, is it? So in this video, I'm going to share with you 5 video content ideas that you can use for your business. And we are going to get started right now. Hello and welcome to Audacity to Lead. I am Daya Samuel. Here on Audacity to Lead, our mission is to give you the courage and the necessary insights you need to lead with more influence. Now, leading with more influence is about you creating content in such a way that influences your market to do more business with you. And so in this video, what I want to do is share with you 5 different ways that you can create content, video content ideas that you can use to generate leads and revenue for your business. And I'm going to switch to my screen here and we're going to get started right about now. 5 video content ideas for your business. Now, video content done right has the power to transform a brand from a background player to an established powerhouse. In fact, in the last 1 year of me publishing video consistently, I have seen my brand, my own personal brand, I've seen it kind of shift from being the background that it had been in the last 2 years to the guy that is now taking over the conversation, simply because there is a tool I'm using to influence that conversation. Video is something that you should seriously consider integrating into your own marketing mix. And so I'm going to share with you 5 ways that you can get started with using video content in your business right now. Number 1 is creating a brand story. Now, your brand has a story. A great video can help you tell it well. How you started your business, the journey of how you got your first clients, made your first million. There are plenty of stories that you can tell. Rather than just write those stories in the form of text, and sometimes I found that when you are reading text, there is less emotional connection to what you are writing compared to when there is a human element in the form of a voice or a visual or a video. So video or podcast, the 2 of them work together to help you amplify your brand story. Now, rather than just tell a story, your video allows you to sell your story and establish trust. Think about your favorite ads, some of the adverts you've seen on TV that you totally liked, or maybe some of the adverts you've seen on social media that you totally liked. If you check, what emotions did they trigger in you? Serenity, comedy, tears. These commercials use emotions to create the desire to buy. So your brand story is similar to that. What can you do to solve your customer's problem? Put that solution into a story that grabs your customers by their heartstrings. Now, how do you do that? How do you put together a video that tells your brand story? Here's how to do that. First thing is, gather your team together into a room or a virtual meeting and ask everyone to write down on a scrap of paper or on their phone what your brand means to them. Every single person who's working with you, whether remotely or physically, they will have a perception of your brand. They will have a perception of your company. What you can do is to extract all of these perceptions into a single document. Second question you want to ask them is, if our brand was a person, how would you describe them? And then, which values would you say are most important to us above all else? You can ask again that, what does our business believe in that stands us out from our competitors? For example, for us here at Audacity to Lead, we believe that every single interaction we have with clients, prospects, or customers should leave them with some element of illumination matched with the courage to go do that thing that they want to do. So if you come in contact with us, you will get some insights, you get some illumination, but much more importantly, you will also have the courage to go do that thing, that insight, that illumination that you just acquired. So Then ask everyone to read out their words in turn. So from the first person to the next person to the next person to the next person, get them to read out what they've written down, and they should try and explain them if they need to. Now, make a note of any common themes or recurring answers, and then turn their answers into a storyline for your video. Now, number 2, service or product videos. A product demonstration video illustrates how your product works by showcasing it in action. Demo videos are a compelling way to communicate your product value to prospective customers. Product demonstration, for example, can eliminate fears your prospects have. If you are service focused, how can you clear your prospects' objections with your videos? Because we know that you are a service-based business, the question then becomes, how can you create videos that eliminate the objections your clients or your prospects may have in order for them to work with you? So let's look at the steps. Number 1 is you want to describe the product. Provide a high-level introduction to what your product does, but keep it brief since your audience is already interested. If they weren't, they wouldn't be viewing the video. And just like that, if you aren't interested in using video to grow your business, you wouldn't be watching this video right now, isn't it? To provide a solution, while it can be tempting to focus exclusively on features, be sure to call out the problems or pain points that your product can solve for your audience. And then the next step is you want to show how the product works. Demonstrate the product in action. Remember not to go into too much detail though. A demo video doesn't necessarily need to show all the steps. That's best done with a tutorial video. What you are going to be doing is to provide the audience with a clear call to action, which is called CTA. So at the end of the video, provide a clear specific next step for your audience to take, such as download a trial, request more information, or even buy now. Talking about call to action right now, what is the call to action for this video? We have put together a free training that we want you to be a part of called How to Significantly Increase Leads and Revenue with YouTube and Podcasts without fancy equipment or keeping up with the hustle. And you can register for that right now using the link in the description below. Let's move forward and let's look at number 3, which is client success stories. And I'm calling it success stories because you are showing the success that your clients have had using your product. Now, authentic testimonials are more powerful than stories made up in conference rooms. Each testimonial video should introduce the brand and the problem, then talk about how the product or service solved the issue. Testimonials, reviews, case studies, even client interviews increase social proof. What you're focusing on is to give them a taste of what it is like to work with you. And so some testimonials succeed by tugging at heartstrings. They pull a lot of heartstrings, they pull a lot of emotions out of clients. And I'm going to show you how to frame such testimonials. Now, they do so by discussing one customer's pain points and problems and how your product or service helped solve them. This is the kind of testimonial that will connect with real people looking for solutions to real issues. And so the way to do it is ask questions that get at emotions. Why did you start looking for a solution to this problem? What was the most frustrating part of running your business before you found our product or service? What does our product or service allow you to do differently? That is, having come in touch with our product, what have you been able to do differently that you were not doing before? Those are questions that you can ask, and it's going to trigger very genuine. When you want to get testimonials from clients, you want to look at this framework in order to determine how valid that testimonial can be. There is imagined testimonial, which is basically just in their heads, and there is real testimonial, which is the actual result. And then there is superficial testimonial, which is just at the surface level, and then there is significant testimonial, which is deep. Now, the kind of testimonial you want to go for is a testimonial that is significant and is real. But of course, when people check out testimonials and they see a testimonial that is imagined and is superficial, that is just at the peripheral, it's imagined, it is not real, people will bail out and say, no thanks, I'm not interested. But when they see a testimonial that is superficial at least and it's real, they start considering cost, and so they will ask question of, okay, I've seen all these testimonials, how much is it? But when you get a testimonial that is either imagined but is very, very deep, it gets people to pay attention and they're like, really? But when you are able to extract a testimonial from a client that is real and significant, somebody else sees it and goes like, wow. And that is the kind of testimonial you want to always ensure that you get from clients. The testimonials that make them say, wow, this is something I need. So that is the framework for creating perfect testimonial video content ideas that you can create that will help you to grow your business and generate leads for your business. Number 4 is first asked questions, which are FAQs. Personally, I don't usually scroll through a lot of FAQ sections or pages. Why? Because they try to push you over to make the sales. Now, what if you can make a video instead? Some of the videos that we create here on Audacity TV, some of them are answers to questions that people ask. So they ask questions and are like, oh, how can I answer this question in a way that you will understand? I'll say, okay, can I do a video for you? They will say yes. And I say, okay, good. I'll do the video and then upload them here and then send them the link. And they tell me, thank you, that was exactly what I am looking for. So frequently asked questions could be something you can leverage. So what are the steps that you can take? Number 1, put together a list of questions, then write down to the point answers for all the questions that you would like to include in the FAQ video. Make sure all the points are covered while answering the questions, but make sure not to rattle on. Use simple language that will be easily understood by everyone. Choose a good spokesperson if you can't do it, who will deliver the answers for the frequently asked questions in a way that is clear and easily understood by the users. Now, keep the video to the point and simple. Make it visually appealing, that is, add visuals, images, graphics, video snippets, and whatever it takes to ensure that the video is visually interesting. Now, you will notice that in this particular video, I'm shuffling between my screen here and myself here. Why? Because I need to keep it visually engaging. Now, your final step is to edit the video, and you want to edit it brutally. You want to give useful information to the users, but not to bore them with too much information. So you want to bring it down to as short a video as possible. Let's look at number 5, which is personalized sales video. Now, personalized sales video is video content that is tailored to a specific person and includes the person's name, company name, or messaging that is specific to that person. You can create personalized videos with clients' names mentioned, especially if you sell premium service. So this type of video, you are not releasing it particularly to the public. You are simply creating this video and you are sending it to the client specifically. So it could be maybe you want to review their website. It could be maybe you want to go through their programs or go through their something they have, or maybe they are submitting something to you. And interestingly, this is the kind of videos that a lot of times I create for clients that answer their specific questions. And of course, when I'm doing that, they can see their company name, see their own name, they can hear their name, they can see some of the things that they are doing. That's a personalized video. So 2 tools that you can use to create that. Number 1 is Loom. Loom is a very simple tool that you can use to create personalized sales video. Number 2 is Vidyard. Vidyard's personalized video functionality allows you to enhance your videos by adding in a token that populates your client's information, for example, their first name, into a video. So Vidyard allows you to do it at scale. While Loom allows you to do it just one after the other, Vidyard allows you to create one video and then it populates it using their multi-person functionality. Now, the link to all of that can be found in the description below this video right now. Now, again, I want to invite you to join us at this free webinar, how to significantly increase leads and revenue with YouTube and podcasts without fancy equipment or keeping up with the hustle. I have been in circles where we were taught in order to create videos, you need to do a lot of things. And I tried to do those lot of things. Many of them didn't work until I began to create a formula that is now working for me personally. In this training, we are going to cover a system that you can use that will allow you to take your video content, turn them into podcasts, and promote them to as many platforms globally, such that you are not just producing video content on YouTube, but you are being listened to in multiple places at the same time. In fact, when you sign up for this webinar, you will get a simple document that allows you to check the equipment you will need to get started, whether you're starting with video or you're starting with podcast. So you will see the process that we use to create our videos and our podcast. More importantly, you will also learn what I call content creation framework, the content creation framework that we use in order to create content on a regular basis. And the idea of that is so that you will never run out of video content or podcast content to put out every single week, every single time that you have to create. So go ahead and use the link in the description below and join me for that webinar. Now, if this is your first time here, thank you very much for watching this video, and I look forward to seeing you in any of the videos that you can see on my screen right now. I am Dyer Samuel, representing Audacity to Lead TV. I'll see you next time.